Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Should we sit something under it? Probably. Here's one I definitely found earlier. You can go there, that's fine. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Allstar Upon the Garage. You join us here now on a Wednesday night, deep in, well, I don't know what the right word to use is here. Deep in the mix. We're in the mix with this Jag here now. This we got to strip it. I hate stripping dead cars. I know I've mentioned it before. I'd rather peel off the sticky sweets that you get when you strip out the back seats of a Vauxhall Zafira, because some woman that's had 17 children all in that back seat with the sweets and the McDonald's chips and drinks and sick and poo and bad things all over that back seat, and you have to strip it out and you get in there and it's like scratch and sniff. That's bad. I like that more than this. Look at it. Who gets enjoyment out of this? Now, those of you that race the 1600 bangers, there is some unlimiteds at the same. Normally they're a little bit more executive, so you don't really tend to get that. You get more old men, hair and bogies and stuff in the leather Jag seats. But the 1600 bangers, the Zafira, I assume, was a prime flavour of vehicle for like the dull-dossing Motability, you know, without offending anyone here, there's no stereotypes, but that sort of, I've had 19 children by 22 different dads, and they're all in the back seat. It's really sticky and ming, yeah? If you've raced the 1600 bangers, you know what I mean, because you've had to strip them out as well. It's the same category, isn't it? Who wants to sit there and go, oh, at 9:30 at night on a Wednesday, yeah, when everyone's sat indoors watching Love Island or on the yellow and black YouTube channel if you're single and lonely, would you rather be doing that? I don't think I would. I don't know. There's many more things I could be doing than this. But it needs to be done. We must now build another Jaguar car. In order to do that, the one that I decided last minute that I was going to do for the weekender, the XJ40, was, you know, second in the DD, second or third in the DD for a little while until we ran out of petrol. That's this one. It's obviously very sore because Steve-O's yank was hard and we were biffing that on the nose some. It's patted well, but I think I'm just talking an abundance of because I can't be bothered to get going. That's not it. We'll get the shutter down so we're not noisy and we'll just get going. Anyway, current state of affairs with this scenario is we're going to build another straight 6-engine Jag, maybe for Mildenhall, maybe for Taunton, maybe just because we can. But this is in the way and it's going. The Fairlane is done and stripped. I did that Monday. Squirrel finished a couple of bits off Tuesday when I was out at a meeting. That's on the lorry and is now currently a nicely sized bin, should we call it. That's getting filled up with many metals and things to go to be recycled into bean cans. So this is next on the agenda just because it was next in the whatever. It looks worse for wear than what it did at Mildenhall. There's no sunroof plate because I think we used that on the Fairlane. There's no rear hubs because I know for definite we used them on the Fairlane. Apart from that, oh, and no battery because we used that on the Fairlane. Apart from that, oh, and no harness because we used that on the Fairlane. But apart from those bits, it's still complete. So I'm going to get a big bucket for some nuts and bolts. It is late already. I filmed a catch-up live malarkey for the channel members, which went out earlier on. And then I've had to fire the lorry up, bring it over and drag this from over there. And then there was a monsoon for a bit, so I consolidated my thoughts. And then I've dragged it over. Tonight's agenda, because it's already quite late, is just to start unbuzzing some stuff. So I will put you on the time lapse, because it's a bit boring otherwise. Then I can put the radio on so we're not copywriting songs, and I can just crack on for an hour, hour and a half, and then you'll see it after. You'll see it after that. It's now Friday. I'm just loading this prime bit of 1996 3.2 Sport Jaguar X300 onto my rig, because this is going to be the next car to be built. It's been sat outside the workshop as an ornament for about 9 months, there or thereabouts. It was always going to be, well, final car, because it's quite clean. But it wasn't, and we took another one because that was quite clean. And I'm just going to load this on and get it sorted out. It's going to go up the road soon, so the lads up the end of the road that strip the cars out for me, so that can be done over the weekend, and then I can crack on and get building on Monday. That's the plan anyway. We've got the XJ40 stripped. You saw us start that the other night on a time lapse, and then yesterday we just finished that off. And that's currently sat outside ready to be used as a bin, which I was going to strip that into, but now I'm getting the lads down the road to do it. I don't need to, so I'm having a bit of a clear up at the minute, offcuts of metal, and I'm a real bad hoarder, and I keep hold of loads of shit that I don't need. So all the offcuts and bits from under the bench, I'm filling the limo up with, and I'm filling that up with, and then hopefully have a big old clear out and a bit of a weigh in, make some space, and earn some money back at the same time. Thank you, Wayne. This is the back axle out of the limo we've just raced to Eastbourne. Obviously out of one of these Fairlane limos. But I'm just going to try and squeeze onto the roof of this Fairlane so it's out of the way for a minute. We've got a bit of a space and organisation issue up here, because I'm not allowed to keep cars and stuff outside the shed. Everything's got to be inside, which is normally okay. But bearing in mind I'm trying to work out there as well, so obviously all the hydraulic stuff's over there. And it's normally not an issue until you then decide you're doing the Entertainers League and everything you're racing is either a hearse or a limo, and it's really long. And trying to stack that amount of cars in here, it's just hard work. And then obviously having spares and bits and bobs, and sold the axle to someone else and they haven't picked it up yet, so then you can't put it outside, so you've got to move it, and then you fall over it 8 times. And so I'm just using the downtime at the minute to just have a bit of a sort out. Okay, I've just had the phone call. The man's at his yard, 10 minutes up the road, so we're going to go and drop this Jag off. Let that bad boy get stripped, ready for next week's agenda. Now, the reason we use Luke up the top of the road, it's about, ain't even 5 miles, I don't think, and he strips the cars out. He keeps the interior and the rubbish and the plastic and the seats and everything else that's hard work to get rid of, unless you've got a shell, you know, to put it in, to weigh it in. And he doesn't charge a massive amount of money. Local lad to me, helpful for any other local people watching this that race. Drop me a message and I'll pass the details on. But Luke is, yeah, it saves a bit of time, because obviously with me doing the racing and the YouTube channel and everything from work, I do try and do bits and bobs in the afternoons and stuff, as you see, but the work is still working. So I'm still answering the phone, I've still got customers coming in, I'm still making hydraulic hoses and everything else in between. So it takes, you know, if I do anything during the day, it takes longer to get it done. For me to strip a jag on my own in the evenings, it's 2 evenings work really, at least, to do it all properly and get everything right out of it. If I was to do it during daytime and I wasn't working, it's probably still a good day's work, if not a little bit more the following morning sort of thing. So by sending this up to Luke, it just speeds up the process and allows me to get on with other bits. Like I say, it's not a lot of money, and it saves me at least a day's worth of work. So that's why we do it. And the fact that he's only up the road and I haven't got to travel, you know, an hour each way or something, I'll run up there now, drop that car off, be back to the workshop in 15 minutes. So it's a little bit of a no-brainer. Right, that is dropped off. I'm now just about to pull back into my yard. It is Friday, about lunchtime-ish, and I do an early finish on a Friday because I've got to do a school run and go and pick Bella up from school. So a couple of hours to get a couple of bits done. I'm going to go and carry on with my workshop tidy up and see if we can get these other scrap cars filled up with rubbish. Just noticed I forgot to take the pulling eyes off the back of this. That's good. Right, what I'm trying to do is have a bit of a sort out. Like, most of the stuff in the car there's come up from underneath the bench in the back of the shed, where I'm really bad at hoarding stuff. And I'll go, oh, there's a tiny bit of metal, let's not throw it away. Like that, for example. I've gone, oh, I might want that bit of strip for something one day, so I'll keep that. Or like that bit of like 4 or 5 mil, and I've gone, oh, I've cut something out there because there's a pen mark on it, I'll keep, no. There's too much of that going on, so I'm throwing it away. Got to have a bit of a clear out, make a bit of space. Try and get some workshop back again before I have so much rubbish in there that the concrete gives out and I'd swallow into the black hole of Calcutta. Forgot that one as well, and that one. All four pulling eyes. There's a noise. Sounds like a doodle bug going on. Oh no, it's a helicopter. Helicopter! Don't ask. Whatever. I'm proper sweating one out now, but I'm so dirty from being a scrap man today. I don't want to take my jumper off and then be dirty in my car when I go home, if you know what I mean. So I'm trying to slog it out, but I'm sweating like a I don't know, what's the way I can say this without being offensive? I'm sweating like a, I don't know, but I'm sweating a lot. Probably quite smelly too. I have been really ruthless with throwing bits and bobs away. Love the fact I'm double stuck in a car with no legs down. That's fine. So I'm going to give myself a little pat on the back. But what I'll do is I will carry on with this on Monday, filling this up with rubbish and a lorry, get a good lorry load on, and then go and get rid of that. Okay, that's good enough for now. Lost the phone somewhere, that's good. Right, that is it for this week. I'm kind of out of time-ish for school runs and bits and bobs. Bit of a weird one. We haven't built a car. We've done a little bit of stripping the car, but not much. Obviously only filmed a couple of days this week with other bits going on. So relatively short video, but at least we're getting something out. All right, okay. Moving on, next week's agenda, that XJ40 is still empty and I want to use that as a bin. Same principle as the one underneath, it's still got a bit of space in it as well. I've got like front beds and stuff, bent axles. I've got the bent front axle out the pink Series 2. I've got a bent front axle out the Mark 10 Jag. I've got a couple of bent rear Jag axles that I've kept for spares or bits and bobs that have been in there for like three and a half years. And realistically, I haven't stripped them, I haven't done nothing with them. So I'll either break them down, keep the good bits, chuck the rest in the bin, or I don't know yet. I just got to have a bit of a clear out. This is Wayne driving past, everybody. Hello, Wayne! Have a good weekend! Love you, bye! Tunbridge Tucker. Off to sell another second-hand vehicle to someone, probably. Anyway, long and short of that is I've got loads of bits to sort through and chuck out. Probably a bit of racking as well. Try and make a bit more space in the workshop and just have a clear up. I'm falling over stuff. You've seen the workbench, you've seen the stuff on the floor, the welder, you try and drag it out to weld something up and you're rolling over stuff where we've just been trying to keep up with bits and bobs. And a very much needed sort out is now here. As previously mentioned, we don't keep cars and stuff outside here. I'm allowed to keep something on the lorry and that is it. So that's how we are. I've got to try and respect that. There's a bit of tidying up bits I want to do out of here as well. I've got some axles and stuff around the corner that can go and just, yeah, have a bit of a sort out, a bit of a refresh and move forwards is the plan. Oh, and then obviously the Jag will be back next week as well and we'll be cracking on getting that bad boy built. Anyway, home time. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. As normal, if you made it this far, I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Biggest and best thing you can do with helping the channel out with the old algorithm and the computer wizardry and the stuff that I don't really know how it works, but somewhere down there, if you hit that, it's good. So let's do that. That'd be nice. And I need to take this jumper off and wash my hands because I'm sweating.